Cadê? Vou ver quem responde agora, guys. Seriedade, por favor.
Sejam bem-vindos a mais um Play Responde. Edição super especial, porque temos o homem dos drafts aqui, então já dá pra ter uma noção do que a gente vai falar sobre hoje.
Olha o Sarcão.
Algumas coisas, né?
Tá nervoso, Sarcão? Primeiro P responde.
É o primeiro ever.
Primeiro P responde ever.
In the last video we talked less English and you guys want more English, so we'll try to do it more. And you guys asked if Cody doesn't like to. I told you guys, Cody doesn't like to talk. It's fine. He's shy. You guys remember Wiser? In the beginning he didn't talk as well, and now he's basically speaking Portuguese.
It's true or not?
You're shy.
He's shy.
Super shy.
So first question is to everyone by Princess Lux. You guys keep saying that you were training with several different picks and you didn't have a chance to show them yet. But clearly this weekend you saw that you guys showed some choices that didn't work out. What do you have to say?
Ou seja, carioca sem mal cai.
I'm really sorry, yes.
I mean, that's kind of the point, right? You practice and then you have to try it eventually.
Responde isso, vai tu. I mean, we kind of expect that they were banning Maokai this week, so we're trying like new things, especially for Kaka. And since like it's very different what we played for the past few weeks, it's harder to adapt. Takes a little bit more time to do that, so we are trying a lot, so it's not like just for fun, of course. We expect to be so much better by the end of the regular phase. So just be patient with us.
We even planning to ban Maokai.
Ah, sai daí, mano. Olha o carioca falando que eles iam banir Maokai, mano.
Champions like Lee Sin, it's way different on
screen
and on stage.
Right.
Quer enganar quem?
Because on screen it's so easy to get kills because they don't respect, and it's so easy to make a play, and on stage it's more difficult.
Right.
That's even also Maokai is so OP, you know. Play Lee Sin against Maokai, for example, on screens. Normally Lee Sin is strong, he gets 3 or 4 kills by ganking or 1v1 or whatever, but on stage, of course, it's harder to get these advantages, you know. That's why it's harder to execute.
So that's why we should practice on stage too. Should feel the champion on stage.
Were we trying new stuff in game as well, besides picks?
Yeah, in game too, because when I change my pick, it's not only my champion.
It's like a whole new playstyle.
Right. Titan is so quiet. I need to find a question for Titan.
Tão confiante, guys.
Okay, I found one.
Pensa,
We know that Smolder is really strong, but why do you think so many Smolders here in Brazil and in other regions did not perform so well, even delaying the point of the
Porque acho que
stacks to pass through?
Cara, a verdade é que o Smolder ele é feito pro Brasil mesmo, mano. Ninguém fecha jogo, pô. O Smolder tem 400 stacks todo game, mano. Lá fora tu pega o Smolder, os caras tem 5 Drake, Alma, Ancião, 20 torre, 3 Baron.
I think the structure of the drafts it matters a bit when you play with him. Also, teams are fighting so much at the early game, so sometimes he died and he couldn't get so many stacks, and it was kind of difficult to stack when game is messy. Yeah, I could feel it's not just Brazil, you know, like some regions that I watch is not that good either. But yeah, this model is stronger. It depends on the time that you are gonna fight, you know. 125 stacks is enough to fight, but before it's kind of what we did against Loud and we lose at the early game breaks, you know?
Yeah, and I guess it depends on what's happening in the game, right? Because people were like, oh, Mikão was fully stacked before 20 minutes.
Que time eu queria ver representando a gente lá fora hoje? Cara, agora, nesse exato momento, vivo o Cade, mano. Podem me chamar de louco, podem xingar, eu não ligo, cara. Mas hoje o time que eu gostaria, porque, cara, sinceramente, a Loud, acho que a gente já viu tudo que dava pra ver, né? A PEN pode ser que dê bom, mas o cara é Cade, mano, foda-se. O cara é Cade, foda-se.
Right, he played well, but it depends. Like, if nothing happens, I guess it's easier to just stay in lane and farm. But if you have to fight, if you have to cover the jungle, then
it's not like you can control, right?
Yeah. Do you like the full squishy build? Like the Essence Reaver, Nahori? Is it your favorite?
It was my favorite because it does so much damage, and it depends if enemy can reach you at the team fight, so you need to look at this. Like, when you play against guys, something like that, you will not be able to get that
Leleco, com os dois, mano. Com os dois, por que não?
But it was good.
Yeah.
I like more this build than the other.
I guess my question would be, I think everyone is doing that build mostly, but it's something that you practice, right? You practice the different builds. So if you have a situation where you can go the different build, you would be able to do it. Yeah. Okay. People want to know, why did we not ban Zai's Pike? Is it a strategy? Or is it ego?
Kind of like a general ego for being like...
Really?
Truthfully, yeah. It's like, when you talk about Pike, we all kind of agree that it's a really bad champion.
Okay.
Overall.
Yeah.
Even if he's like OTP, we still think he's like a bad champion.
Yeah.
So he will not do as much. But since we mistake kind of a lot against him, he annoyed us a lot in the game, and then people say, why you just don't ban, right?
Pior que o estranho é que, tipo, normalmente o Pike ele bagunça muito o early game, né?
Ele foi late game.
Foi estranho mesmo.
Ele estava muito atrás, então o Pike tava sendo lixo. E a partir daí era pra ele ser só lixo até o fim do jogo.
Exato.
Só que
Foi
depois
somado.
acho que
Foi
ele jogou bem também.
Jogar bem, com a gente errar muito.
Sim.
Porque a gente tem confiança no nosso jogo que, tipo, o Pike não consegue fazer muita coisa. Tá? Se a gente chegar lá no dragão, vai fazer o quê? Vai matar todo mundo.
O jeito é forte, a gente não sabe.
É isso que a gente vai ver quando o nosso treino.
Vini Leitinho na voz, passando para desejar a todos um ótimo final de semana.
Cara, você só faz pacto em mano, infelizmente. Mano, queria que ela fizesse pacto em mim também.
Tá, o que a gente falou, cara. Ficou forte. This game shouldn't be able to do something on us, like, we have stronger both sides, so Pike is nothing. And also we can play for the Drakes all the time, he will do nothing too. But we just mess up our mid game, that's why we went down.
Azir joga muito
keep
de
dying
Pike,
everywhere, I die straight bush. Like, we are dying
Não vi
everywhere,
behind.
it's not just
champion diff.
Champion diff, you know? Like, he play well also, of course, but we are messing up so much.
Okay, question for the team, including Sarkis if he's there. This is from Ketchup on Pizza. This weekend, it seemed like you tested new compositions and game strategies, but why did we do it against our biggest rival? I guess...
Mas o que eles testaram? Mano, eles não testaram nada, não. Eles ficaram sem opção, eu acho, velho. Porque a Loud baniu... O que eles baniram? Eles baniram... Hell, Maokai e FPCJ, mano. Os caras foram obrigados a pegar...
The fans were a little bit upset that we practiced against Loud, specifically.
Sim, foram chumbados, tomaram o game, mano.
We have to try on stage, and it's
tem essa de testar, é sempre essa porra de testar, sempre estão testando.
Yeah, like, of course, we just wanna win against Loud because of background, okay. But since we practiced this a lot, was kind of like... confident. We are confident on this. So it's not like just a scream on stage. It's not just like that.
Se não deixar o likezinho vai dar bem. O deixa o likezinho, compartilha com seus amigos.
Kind of just practicing, not try harding, but it was kind of the opposite because we only played this the whole week.
Because you practiced.
Yeah.
I guess it's the combination of the loss and people seeing new stuff and people just assume that we don't care about
os mantos tradicionais lá
atrás. Practice the whole week.
De 93.
I mean, people are going to ask this to Dinkedo. Why do you insist on Azir knowing that you have better picks?
Actually, this weekend was tough for my Azir. I couldn't make big plays. I know. Especially against Loud, I feel like I played like worse than I could.
What was the matchup, sorry? Was Azir against?
Talia.
And to be honest, after we mess up on this first rake, game was hard for me to look windows, you know? If we don't mess up on that first rake, the game structure
jogar de way, mano, Dinkas,
but of course, in teamfights too, I could play better. That's why I felt bad after the game. And I guess Furia is, as we said, we mess up as a team, and I couldn't do much anyway. So, but anyway, Azir is like one of my most comfort pick, so I don't care, you know. Just a bad weekend, you know. It could be bad weekend if I play like Koi like that too or whatever, you know. And Azir is strong champion too. We need to be ready to play that, so I will play again.
We trust.
When you play a lot of time the champions, sometimes they're gonna play bad, you know. We see Faker mess up games too when he plays Azir. We see everyone mess up. Azir father messing up a lot. So it happens, you know. I'll focus on be better just on next time.
My personal opinion to the fans is that Azir is really strong, but he's not as OP as people think. And I think people eventually will start picking new stuff against Azir and will stop playing so much Azir. Especially Ahri. I think Ahri might be strong, but people haven't caught up yet.
Ahri?
Yeah, but that's just my personal opinion. I don't play competitive. I don't know.
I miss Ahri, you know?
Question for everyone besides Titan.
Jogar toda semana de Oriana e Azir não
the
dá, não.
best thing that Titan brought to this team?
I wanna hear. When I brought to Jinkedo all night. When I brought Wiser,
me deu um mouse.
Te deu um mouse.
Te deu um mousezinho pra ele.
Mouse, teclado, mousepad.
Okay. First of all, he helps our communication a lot. Good shot caller, and he's really aggressive and he catches the windows well. So it helps to see more angles in the game, you know, more proactive. To become more proactive, he play aggressive. Like we can use his aggressiveness, you know.
Really achou.
Quem mais um outro foi o Titã?
Não foi, pior que não foi.
É do fake do Titã, essa pergunta aqui.
Guys, essa pen aí nova com o Titã já é melhor que a antiga? Do Bivoy e do Pro Delta? Agora já, sem playoff, sem nada. No meio do campeonato.
Foi o
ou não, tem que se provar ainda pelo resto
I think
do campeonato.
same as Wiser, for sure.
Porque na fase regular do ano passado eles estavam bem também, eu acho, mano.
Him and Cody, they can make a play by themselves, so this is good for me because I can think more, I can like join their play. It's less heavy, like I don't need to organize everything because they can
eu
make
acho
a
que tá
play
bem
too.
parecido.
So sometimes I can say
decidir.
if it's bad or not because they like to play too much aggressive, so sometimes it's too much. At least I think we are more creative on the game now because of Titan, because of Cody too.
I assume for the jungle specifically, it's probably a lot lighter to play if you don't have to coordinate everything, right? Especially if you're playing something like Lee Sin, because you have to think more mechanically, I suppose.
É isso que a gente vai ver quando amassar
Muito
o frango.
obrigado pelos sólidos e curtos 3 meses. Tamo junto, meu mano.
Valeu,
O que você acha, Dinqueiro? O que o Titã trouxe? Sax também. Você
Fala,
Dinkas.
Dinkas.
Ou como que é trabalhar
Fala,
com
guys, do Titãzada,
This
mano.
point they said is good, so I will
Fala
not
que ele é brabo, caralho.
repeating.
XQ
I
dele.
must say he brought us a new
Cara,
energy and vision.
Cara, a real mesmo é que o Titã trouxe uma felicidade que a PEN não tinha, mano. É isso, não é nem gameplay, cara. Tu via a PEN jogando, parece que era 5 mortos jogando, mano. Você pegar na escuta de todos os jogos da PEN aí final, os caras tudo morto jogando, mano. Ganha, não fala nada. Perde, não fala nada. Pelo menos o Titã trouxe um pouco de loucura, mano. Grita, xinga os caras, foda-se, mano. E falta
really
isso pra esses caras, mano.
Kinda control the situation, control the game.
A verdade é essa, mano.
Let's say maybe
Trouxe uma vontade de viver que esses caras não tinham, pô.
too, but he was like more relying on us, I guess. And Titan, he
Falei.
likes to control more the game,
Falei.
so he has different vision than us before. Like now we are like getting on the same page, but before when he came, like was different vision, different experiences. In the beginning was really good for us to understand like what he saw from outside here, you know.
Sarkis.
My opinion is like one thing especially that I like about Titan is when he have advantage by himself or 2v2 or Kaká helped him. I think he is a great player of keeping that on the edge. So he makes the plays even though he's ahead. He's not afraid to lose his advantage. So for me this is like the greatest point that he have, and he brought that to us. And for me the other thing, he likes to play.
Como vai ficar o clima quando o Titã dar um flash pra frente e entregar o jogo no playoff? Mas aí que tá, mano. Ele vai tentar pelo menos, se não der NT, cara. O Bivoy só era surrado, mano. Fazia nada, pô. Pior que tá, acho que não fica, mano. Se a PEN perder, vamos dar nada. Ele só tem a ganhar, não na teoria, cara. Eles ganhar agora.
Bunch of champions. And this for practice.
Se perder, foda-se, é apenas mais um dia.
I never see him complaining like, I don't want to play this champion.
Not even Serafine.
This maybe this one you were right.
Você meteu o louco.
Não, Serafine ele não.
Serafine foi clutch. Essa pergunta ele foi clutch.
Okay, Wiser, I'm sorry, you don't have a question this week, so I'm gonna ask you something. Do you think the Garen is a really strong counter pick against Cassante? Or maybe so-so?
I don't think it's much good. Like I think hard to explain. Have many details, but it's my secret. You know?
Secret. Okay. Do you think he's still strong after this patch?
I think so. I don't feel much difference.
You guys already play on the next patch, right?
Yeah.
The next week we play.
So Lulu is stronger.
Nossa, Lulu é bem não. Eu gosto de Lulu mid.
Wiser, do you prefer deal supports like Soraka, Lulu, or Nautilus, Alistar, Rel?
For me, of course,
I meant Kuri, sorry. Did I ask? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Did I ask why?
Sorry, Azir, but
I'm sorry.
we don't really care.
Tank support or
Mage.
deal support?
Deal.
Off. Okay. So maybe Soraka.
Caralho, é muito
Bem,
poucas,
então
mano.
Esse foi o que responde.
So sad.
Muito obrigado por assistirem. Não esqueçam de deixar o que vocês acharam nos comentários, se inscrever no canal, ativar o sininho, torcer por nós, abençoar o
Azir campeão.
E até a próxima semana.
Tchau.
Ele falou half. 50-50, né, mano?